So next on my list, I probably have to put Benny the Butcher's album, Proof of Burden. Proof of Burden is I'm a new Griselda fan, to be honest. I think so. I just got on like this year. I just got on this year, and they're doing the Wu-Tang thing. They're dropping a whole bunch of content. Hey, but sounds good. I like it. It actually surprised me to hear, in my eyes, a new artist come out with music that sounded Wu-Tang-ish, or 96s, 97ish. So for me to hear the quote unquote new artists come out with definitely some old school slang and music, I was impressed, and hey, I'm a fan, man. So Benny the Butcher makes that list. I think that's number 2. I think. But anyway, if not, y'all rocking with me. So we're gonna let that boil. I'm gonna go ahead and shred my chicken up. I'm gonna get my chicken shredded and throw that into the pot and let that sit. While that's sitting, I'm gonna make sure I come back and we'll give y'all my number 1. Hopefully this is my number 1. My number 1 album, the last on my list anyway. If it's not number 1, it's still the last on my list. So it's my number 1. So I'll come back and I'll give y'all my number 1 album this year. It's always a piece of love with you guys. Thank you for coming and checking me out. Thank you for checking in with me and our hearts. Don't see me.
So I tried, guess it was lies, I guess it's for the better. Rain and tears, so many years, without my faith I couldn't handle my fears. Rain and tears, so many years, without my faith I couldn't handle my fears.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I was just gonna test it out, but I know it's cool. But again, thank y'all for tuning back in with Cookin with King. Saturday night, man, we chilling, Pinot up, you know how we do. Hey, but at the same time, cooking some good food that I'm gonna lay down on, eating a good pot, eating a good bowl of soup, lay down on that thing. It's gonna be great tonight, man. So yeah, thank y'all for cooking with me, kicking with me. At the same time, I gotta give y'all my number 1. My number 1 album of the year. Oh, now I'm thinking about it, I might have missed one. So I'm gonna give you my unofficial list now on my last 2. I forgot what number we on, but y'all kick it with me this long, might as well kick it with me the rest of the list. So my last 2 albums I have to mention. One of the most anticipated albums ever. And if I had to do a number 1, might be flopping these, so these might be real close together. So one of the most anticipated albums ever. Kind of bigger than a Andre 3000 solo album release. It's that big. So no matter what you thought of the album, for it to come out finally, and then for it to come out with pretty much a joint venture with the other God MC himself, how can you not like the album? I mean, is it what you expected? Maybe it never would have been what you expected because it was set up so high. How can you meet those expectations in case you, do something spectacular? So, even though he can and had, it just might not have been the right time, but still, good album. And then it's featuring Hov, so I'm good. So yeah, so I gotta get my number 2 spot. It's gonna have to be Jay Electronica, of course, featuring Hov on Written Testimony, man. I dig it because of the fact that, there's a lot of 5% knowledge in there. There's a lot of knowledge of self-knowledge in there. So I'm all about the empowerment and, making sure that we listen to music that's gonna give us a strong background in our lives. So that's the type of music that I make. So I like to listen to that music. It's already been discussed. So that's one of the albums that's full of a lot of food, and it's full of a lot of food to eat. So it's really just food. So it's creativity and it's food, and it's like he finally dropped it. So of course you gotta be happy about it. So as a fan, I'm happy about it. So number 2 is gonna give my Jay Electronica a Written Testimony album my number 2 spot. And I told you I was gonna give y'all number 1, but I forgot about that album. I had to mention it. So my true number 1 is going to be Nas. King's Disease. Now, I didn't think that he was gonna make this collab with Hit Boy, which I really didn't know at the time, work. I was hoping, and it seems like he did. No, he did, because I've listened to the album numerous amount of times, and he delivered what I expected. I still want Untitled album, Nas, but for him to be where he at in life and make an album like that with someone that's, I think, a new guy, but still classic Nas. So again, that's my top 10 albums of the year, man. So I do appreciate you guys for taking the opportunity for tuning in with Cookin with King. What I'm gonna do now, I got everything over here is just simmered. So I got this, my last little secret ingredient. You know, I have those secret ingredients I can't tell you guys. So especially this one, because this again might be on that menu, or at least in a grocery store near you guys soon, that you can taste yourself. For more information, of course, get in contact with me in the comments. You should see the email address that I have in the beginning of the videos. There's a lot of ways to contact me. So y'all contact me, y'all add me, y'all like, y'all subscribe, and y'all share, of course, man, because we just having a good time. It's 1:30 in the morning on Saturday, and I'm cooking. That's what we do. So if you up with me, man, and we just chilling and vibing, all good, let's do it. But that's my list, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing simmer. I'm gonna throw in my secret ingredient. I'm gonna let it sit for probably another, I don't know, 20 minutes, because my potatoes ain't ready yet. But hey, again, this ain't your grandma's version, it ain't my mama's version, it's the bachelor's version. So the bachelor's version still got to sit about 40 minutes. I don't know how long I've been talking, but at least it still got some more cooking to do, man. So again, man, I'm gonna show y'all the finished version. Again, like, subscribe, share, and thank y'all for taking the opportunity again to tune in with King. I'll see you guys next time, man. Happy holidays.
Feel when I was locked in the cell and couldn't get bail. How in the hell did I ever get locked in the jail? Just a small town boy with big dreams, just to get things. But it seems that I would never spread my wings. Didn't know we were descended of kings, but we built things like the pyramid. We never heard of this when we were kids. Imagine being locked in a cage and full of rage and didn't understand. I read the message to a black man, felt like Muhammad speaking to me. I couldn't see and hear it half the time. And then he told me I was deaf and blind, and suddenly I started to see. The veil was lifted, learned that God was just a part of me. And I was gifted writing words that my people could see, to lead us out the darkness. So we pray, have enough faith when times is of the hardest. And God has been by my side, I see, for many years. Rain and tears, without my faith I couldn't handle fears. Rain and tears, so many years. Without my faith I couldn't handle my fears. Fears, rain and tears, so many years. Without my faith I couldn't handle my fears. Rain and